The Ione Formation consists of quartz, sands, and gravels, clays, and seams of lignite. It was then covered by younger beds of rhyolitic and andesitic tuff, along with Pleistocene sediments which have been a huge help in its preservation. At the time that the deposits were laid down, most of California west of the Sierra Nevada was covered in water, and the climate was warm and moist. This climate caused a deep weathering of the landscape, as you can see we're walking through it right now. The distribution and composition of the Ione sediments indicate that as the climate became drier, these clays settled into delta deposits formed at the mouth of a lot of westward flowing streams. We just went through what is known as Brickyard, and that's what Ione made all of its bricks for. All of the bricks that are on Main Street on the buildings were made in that center. The nature of these clays and sands supports the idea that they were derived from a surface that's been subjected to a long period of chemical weathering. Amador County is known throughout the world as one of the richest sources of gold on the Mother Lode. Jackson, Sutter Creek, the Kennedy Mine, those were all really famous. No one knows anything about Ione. But in the ancient rivers of Ione, there's beds of minerals that became the other golds of Amador: clay, coal, and quartz sand. Mining of the minerals began in the 1850s and they continue even today. The clays and sands are well exposed around Ione because numerous pits have been mined out for years in order to exploit them. These plants provide minerals for products such as bricks, glass, and roofing tile. As you can see, these are caves from where they mined stuff out. The plant that my dad works at, they mine sand to make glass out of, and it's actually one of the only places in the United States that has such a fine sand. It's very rare. A large part of the region is underlain at depths of 50 to 100 feet from the surface with brown lignite, which is interbedded with clays and sands. These sediments are thicker near the foothills than further out under the valley. You can see the little swallow's nest that they built in there. And today, these mines, they actually are homes for a lot of homeless people. That's why all that trash is out there. Ione is also home to 3 plant species that are endangered: Ione buckwheat, Irish hill buckwheat, and Ione manzanita. Ione manzanita is only found in 2 parts of the world, the other being Eastern Europe. It's called something different, but it's the same plant. And Ione manzanita is similar to the manzanita that we see everywhere in California, except that its leaves have an opaqueness to it that are reflective at night. This is a little pit that they still mine today. There's a sheriff who sits over there on the road. And this is a map of the mines and mineral deposits throughout Amador County. You can see there's a lot of stuff around the Ione area.